Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom for LLE Ascension, aka LLE Astrology, aka LLE Tarot, and we're back. Quick rant. Doing weekend deals. Probably gonna do these on a regular, so I ain't just throwing up specials in the middle of the work week and stuff like that. So, Saturday and Sunday. If you want to book reduced price readings, catch a deal or a special, anything I got going on, those would be the perfect times to do it. Latest I will take a special reading booking would most likely be like 11:11 on Monday a.m. a.m. And this is built to, like I said, get more personal with y'all. This YouTube thing, it is what it is. But if you really want best results, better messages, more thorough accounts of things, I would definitely book. You get way more out the deal. Even though these readings are just for the general public, specifics, let's talk specifics. Fuck with your boy. Alright, other than that, just stay tuned for readings that's popping off today, tomorrow. Tuesday I'm gonna take a break. Wednesday we're gonna get back into it. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the astrology thing, but make sure I get some out this weekend. So let's just get straight to the message. I'm thorough with what I do, so it's a lot of details, a lot of information, a lot of breakdowns. Just as long as you listening, you can get pretty much aware of anything. The cards literally spell out what I'm saying, so shouldn't be no confusion. All right. First card in this message. And this is just gonna do the divine masculine situation first. It's been a good leaderboard. First card in this message, masculine. We got the Ace of Swords. So, what's a sword or a spade? It's thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the direction you going. That's the decisions you making. Show overall mentality. Okay, everything starts from the mind. Okay, you can't just jump to something that you want to do. You can't just fuck around and just start doing some shit without really having a plan, without really having a solid direction of what you're doing. Okay. Ace of Swords, that's the Ascension card in my deck. It's going up. What's up? God is what's up. There's only one right way, and that's up. You can literally go north, south, east, west. You can literally look in the sky and do a whole full circle. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's only one right way, and you need to make sure you're going that way. Now, if you ain't ready to, I don't know, go up, you ain't ready to go in the right direction, whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether you're trying to find path, find purpose, figure out what direction you need to go with your twin flame demo, or just figuring out what direction you want to go in life. You know what I mean? Have a good solid thought, a good solid plan, make a good firm decision before you do anything else. In the process, cups is the second step in the process. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. I mean, when you make a decision to do something, you better start feeling a way about the direction you're going or the decisions that you're making. If you half-ass in a decision, if you half-ass in a direction, then, like I said, you're skipping steps. All right? Wands, those are actions and behavior. Clubs, so to speak. Wands are just things you're doing currently, the present, things you've done in the past, not what you finna do. What you finna do don't mean a damn thing. You can talk about what you finna do all day, but until you do it, you ain't doing anything. All right? Pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Shit you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles have an expiration date. All pentacles are temporary. All pentacles will expire. Pentacles are manifestations. Pentacles can get taken, stolen, damaged, whatever thing you got going on. It could be a plan that's in motion, that you already had a plan, put some feelings into, start working towards. Pentacles is manifesting that plan. Even what you put your mind to, it's either going to manifest or it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way love goes. That's the way life goes. That's the way path and purpose goes. It's pretty much the basis of life. It's just following steps. You know what I mean? So, Ace of Swords in my deck, which is Ascension, Strength, Power, Authority, Dominion. You know what I mean? Authority, courage, valor. A for anything you mentally need to succeed, survive, and thrive in life. You give that to yourself. I mean, you're not gonna get over in life or get through life or come up in life off other people. It's gonna come from you coming up off yourself or get up off your ass and doing what the fuck you need to do out here. You know what I'm saying? Um, you don't have to go outside yourself for anything. So if you find yourself going outside for anything, like I said, anything, you trying to go to another person to figure out how to do some shit. I mean, it's a sign you're going in the wrong direction. Like, we need to be guided. We need some instructions. We need a little assistance, for assistance with things. But like I said, majority of the time, you're going to find the strength through yourself, the power through yourself, the authority through yourself, unless you're giving somebody else the power, somebody else the authority or dominion over you or whatever the fuck you doing or what you're trying to do. Clarifying that masculine, we got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands are temporary endings. We got the Ten of Swords out here, which is permanent endings. So what's the difference between a permanent ending, something you register, sword, mental, you know, and something that you passionately put it into or proactively putting it into? Okay? So, Ten of Wands are basically the equivalent of you quitting something before you take a loss in it, or you quitting a relationship because you know it ain't gonna go nowhere before you waste anybody else's time, energy, and resources. It could be a partnership that you in the middle of, but you ain't seeing progress of. Okay, just pump the brakes on it. While you got the power, Eight of Swords, to do so. All right. One thing about living life on autopilot, you leaving yourself at whims to whatever the fuck life got for you. You ain't being proactive about your approach. I'm telling you, it's probably somebody else being more proactive that's gonna piggyback off what the fuck you doing and probably take your pinnacle, your blessing, your manifestation, or whatever you trying to do. You understand what I'm saying? So all in all, overall energy, which is fairly important, masculine. Anything that you need to attain, acquire, okay, any direction that you want to go, any decision that you're trying to make a firm, all right, decision to stay on path, okay, or make a firm decision to leave something alone before more time, energy, and resources are wasted. Bottom line, more important than anything, we got the Five of Wands. This is separation from a partnership, an agreement, your twin, relationship, friendship, family, whatever. You know, Five of Wands are all about separation. Sometimes you got to separate yourself from an equation. Sometimes you got to separate your pentacles away from an equation. Sometimes you got to take your time, your energy, and your resources away from something. Number one, so they can see what it's like to Three of Pentacles. This is build without your pentacles, or build without your time, or build without your energy or resources and stuff like that. Bottom line, Three of Pentacles, which is clarifying this whole separating yourself from shit. Three of Pentacles is the bridge. This is you and somebody doing some shit. We've been building bridges, like I say over and over again, since Head Start. We're adults now. Should be no reason why we can't identify a person who ain't for us by now. Should be no excuse at this point why you can't see a karmic or a motherfucking devil or a motherfucking shiesty motherfucker from a mile away. Like, before you allow this person in your cipher to do shit with, you should ID at the Two of Pentacles. Like I say, don't be skipping steps. At the Two of Pentacles, you should know who in front of you and what their motives are and what their objectives are and what they actually bring to the table and what you actually bring to the table with them. Like I say, we learn this shit in Head Start. We learn this shit in elementary school. We learn this shit in junior high. We learn this shit in high school. We learn this shit in college, son. We are motherfucking adults. So it's good to kind of separate yourself from shit so you can really see how the shit is going to go. So you know exactly what they're here for. They go for anybody, any person, anything you building with. Or, like I say, this is where you at in life. This is where you want to be in life. And this thing you got to do to get to where you want to be in life. All right, it's all about steps. You're trying shit. That's what actions are for. It's what you're doing or what you've done, not what the fuck you finna do. So in the process of doing some shit, or in the process of things you have done, you should know exactly if you can reach this pinnacle, Pinnacle, or not. I'm telling you, you learn by doing. What is doing? What is any ing? They are wands. That's why wands are critical. You're the Queen of Wands, right? Divine Feminine? Bet. You should be a pro at doing shit. Trying shit. Attempting shit. You know what I mean? Not manifesting shit, but the wand part, because you got to do things to manifest things. Dig what I'm saying? So, masculine. Overall energy and bottom line energy, kind of, doing a wrap up on it. What's fairly important is that anything that you need to do whatever you need to do, you can do through yourself. What you gotta learn how to do is just put an end to things proactively. on what serves you and what don't anymore. But you won't really know what serves you and what don't serve you unless you really get to work on whatever it is you're trying to work on, whether that's yourself, with somebody else, something else, or trying to get to someplace else. Kicking this thing on off in your mystery madness or indirect energy or subconscious energy masculine, we got the Ten of Swords. This is death or permanent ending. Now, death doesn't always have to deal with the death of people. I mean, it's out here, so like I say, death is prevalent. Death is something you register. A permanent ending is something you register. The Ten of Swords can show up as you lose your car, gets repossessed, stolen. You know what I mean? This could be you get into a car wreck and total your car. You know what I mean? You need a car to function. That's how you get to work. That's how you get to making most of your money. You understand what I'm saying? You get your car gets taken away, your car gets destroyed, your car gets removed from the equation. I mean, obviously you're gonna get a new car, but it's something you're gonna have to register. What's been taken away? This could be losing a job. This could be losing a family member. This could be losing something, or losing some place, or losing something. This is a permanent. I mean, it's a wrap. I mean, this shit ain't coming back no more. And even if it comes back, it ain't gonna be the same again. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to really register exactly what loss is, and loss shows up in the form of a Ten of Swords. So, like I said, a lot of masculines are going through a loss. Whatever this loss pertains to, it's got to deal with the world. You know, it's your world at the end of the day. Twism. You know what I'm saying? The world is mine. The world is yours. The world is everybody. I mean, we all got enough space, time, energy, and resources to manifest the life that we please. Can't make up excuses as to why your life ain't where it's at. I mean, who makes up excuses? Only people that really don't have an action or accountability or really a way to manifest whatever they want to manifest in the world. You are the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes things. But in order for you to really manifest things in the world, you got to really know what the world is. My type of manifestation is probably different from how everybody else do stuff. You know, I mean, I got affirmations. I make clear-cut decisions and plans of what I want to execute and what I can't. You know what I mean? But I move by faith. I have faith that things are going to work out. But it ain't just having faith. Faith and great works are together. You know what I mean? But faith and great works are unseen too. You know what I'm saying? I don't really broadcast my blessings. I don't really broadcast like, you know, my ambitions or things that I really want out of life. My personality in my life. Because like I say, my world is different from the average world. Like, I put God in everything that I do. You understand what I'm saying? I don't go around God. You know what I mean? I ain't taking no easy way. I prefer the hard road. You know what I mean? One thing about taking the right way is way more difficult than taking the easy way. It's easy to cut corners. It's called cutting corners. Damn, I don't want to work. I don't want to walk in a whole circle. Let me just cut from here to here. It's easy to do that. You ain't putting really the time to put that work in the world. Like I say, the world is kind of like anything that you're trying to cut corners in. It's like you got to run 4 miles. It's like, all right, you run 2 miles and then you cut. It's like you racing on a track. You know what I'm saying? You race to about here, you hide behind the bleachers till it's time for the 4th lap, and then you run on the 4th lap like you put that work in when you didn't. Cheating don't just consist of you doing some like finessing foul shit just to get to your destination. It deals with less work. You know what I mean? While you stopping your journey, while you cutting corners, while you skipping steps and shit, it's people out here who are really running that race. That's why me personally, I have no empathy or no sympathy for people that want shit easy. People that want to go back to a regular life. I call it jacking back into the matrix after you woke up out the motherfucker. Like, nah, there is no going back. You know what I mean? That's going backwards to want to go back. Back. Like, that's the rearview mirror. That's your former destination. Like, it's time to move forward. Anytime you're trying to go back to anything, that's you trying to cut corners or make an excuse to do so. One thing I find within this community, a lot of people are really looking for excuses to really get out their divine accountability, which is crazy. I mean, it's a lot of worldly shit you can be accountable for, and people will rather rush to the half part of the job that you got to do. How do divines move in an infinity? We do shit in the world, but we also got shit to do in the 4th or 5th dimension, which is Zion, which is heaven. You know what I mean? We got earthly accountability, and we got divine accountability. A lot of people are really disregarding divine accountability like it don't mean anything. How you calling yourself divine, but you ain't doing no divine duties? I mean, let's just keep it motherfucking real. what's in the world is more important than what's in Zion. And what I mean what's in Zion, the fourth, fifth dimension, I mean the fourth, fifth dimension. I mean going into space. Space is still the fourth or fifth dimension. It's pinnacles up there. Planets are fucking pinnacles. You're a fucking pinnacle. You know what I mean? Only way to really get out of this world with things is to do things in a divine way. And guess what? The devil, Satan, Lucifer, 3 different people from 3 different places, from 3 different agendas. They're not allowed in the fourth and fifth dimension. This is their realm. So if you prefer to be here mostly, then you prefer to be in the realm of them more so than the realm of God. Like I say, God been on a decline for a minute. People have no faith in God. A lot of people believing he don't even exist, just taking him all out the equation. You know? And like I say all the time, like think of what the world, 4 cups, would be like if the devil didn't get Adam and Eve to default in their divine plan. Think about that. But I mean, like I say, the Lucifer rebellion led to the fall of man. It wasn't Eve that led to the fall of man. Man fell well before Adam and Eve even got here. The devil was on earth, you know what I mean, really executing a plan to really take as many as God's people with him. Because, like I say, hell don't exist, I will argue. You know what I'm saying? The fate of a person who ain't on a divine job, or who ain't fucking with God, or don't believe in God, or really want to default on their life purpose, just like Adam and Eve did. There's only one fate for that. You non-exist. There's no hell. You non-exist. It'd be as if you wasn't even here. So people who believe when they die, they're gonna just non-exist and ain't gonna be nothing. I mean, it's like you're foreseeing the future with that. That's only half the story. You know what I mean? We had other lives. We lived in other realms. We did a dance with our twin flame in the former life well before we got here. It'd be a damn shame to allow Earth to keep you from ascending to the next place. It'd be a damn shame to, like I say, be on this earth and not be on what God put you here to be on. To be so caught up in the world. It's a world full of distractions. This world ain't nothing but really an obstacle course, or just like a huge place to distract you from what really matters out here. Just seeing a lot of people pulling away from path, from purpose, from divinity. And they think that since they pull out, that kind of deletes the accountability that comes from this realm. But if only that were true. If only that were true. You gotta know what the world is. It's a temporary space and time where everything expires. Nobody's promised tomorrow. So it's best to get on your divine duty today. Don't wait to get on shit that you need to do, or wait to try to figure out why you're here and things of that sort. And don't get caught up and distracted by things that are totally outside of your path and your purpose. Like, that's the main reason we was here. Before your twin flame thing even started. For this demo and this slang and this whole little language. You know what I mean? Before you even caught on this, you still had a life of your own. You still had to find your path. You still had to find your purpose. You still had work to do prior to this. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, divine masculine. You, in regards to the feminine energy, you got the 4 of Wands. This is twin flame union, reunion, and recognition for those twins out here. But this is also home. You know, the 4 walls you call your shelter. You know, that's your heaven on earth, your sanctuary, where you find peace. But home is also where the heart is. You know what I mean? So, you know the term finding something familiar or what seems like at home to you. Like I say, it's divinity. 4 Wands, this is all just divinity. You know what I mean? When you and another divine person collide, it feels like home. That you found a like-minded individual. It feels like home to find somebody that's on path and purpose like you. You feel at home knowing that the actions and behavior that you're doing, you know what I mean? The dedication that you're really putting in out here is kind of being done and understood by another person. So a person that's in the world doing shit and a person that's doing shit for God, it's like oil and water. You know what I mean? Like a divine person is totally different from a karmic person. A divine actions and stuff that divines do, behavior that divines do is totally different from people of the world. You know. And like I say, it's 28% divines in this world, 70% karmics. And then you got the 1-2% that fit in pretty much any category. Especially now in these day and times, like I said, 3 times out of 10, you're gonna meet a divine person. 7 times out of 10, you're going to fuck with the karmics. It's way more karmics than divine. It's way more people not on purpose than on purpose. It's way more people not fucking with God than fucking with God. It's way more people who are just existing as regards to people who are on path and purpose. And that's real. You can tell. Alright, but masculine, you're just trying to get home. You're just trying to find that like-minded soul to really build a home with. You know what I mean? It could come to just your specific home. It's a place you see yourself being. You know what I mean? It might be a new home you're trying to acquire. It might be a new place of residence you're trying to establish. Like, whatever it is, you're going to have to put some wands in, actions and behavior to really get there. This is like home base. When it comes to the feminine energy in your subconscious or indirect energy, you just kind of want to slide in home base with a particular feminine. Could be your divine feminine, could be your soulmate, could be another divine. You're trying to slide at home base with whatever it is. Hey, you can get that. All you gotta do is put that work in. So you directly, in regards to the feminine energy, we got the 7 of Cups. What's the 7 of Cups in my deck? It's Pimp Cup Chronicles. You know what I mean? Pimp Cup Chronicles is you differentiating yourself from the rest of the world. 6 of Cups, that's the sauce card. You know, sauce, steez, essence. It's what makes you you. Everybody in this world is saucy. Karmics and divine. We're all saucy. That's why we're all the same. You know what I mean? We all got the same love from God. People that fuck with God, people that don't fuck with God. God love you equally. We all got a fair shake and chance to create the life that we want. We're human beings. That's our God-given and divine right. But like I say, only 28% of us are really going to differentiate ourselves from everybody else. 6 of Cups is being all that. 7 of Cups, you got to be all that in a bag of chips. It's got to be something you personally bring into the world. Everybody has something to bring to the world. This something could be your love. You know, it's a lot of people who ain't got no love out here. You know what I mean, the world, 4 Cups, and just fucked them up to a whole unrecognizable person. They letting people take advantage of their ass to where now they take advantage of people. They let the world hurt them so bad to now they feel like they gotta hurt other people or themselves. You know, they've been nice and nice and nice and be getting fucked over and fucked over and fucked over. Now they ain't even who they are anymore. You know what I mean? That's why you gotta bring your own shit to the table. That's what makes you different from a person who's just existed. Everybody got something to bring to the table in life. Make sure you bringing that. That's more important than anything else. And ain't what somebody else got going that you need to tap into for you to kind of, I don't know, bring something out of you. Nah, it goes back to the overall energy, masculine, whatever you seeking, whatever the fuck you trying to do. Okay, you can get strength, power, and authority and dominion to do that. You get power through yourself. So as long as you recognize that and can register that, that's all that matters. So as far as the feminine role is concerned, a lot of masculines, y'all trying to come home. You know what I mean? To twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. Like I say, you're always welcome. Even if your divine feminine ain't fucking with you, like I say, just come home. You know where to find your feminine. Just knock, knock. You know what I mean? Whether she answer the door, whether she don't answer the door, whether she fuck with you or not fuck with you. Like I said, there's a lot of masculines. That's 501. It's been in separation for a long time from their twins. It's time to go back home. Told you, recognition happens one time. Union happens one time, but separation and reunion happens frequently. As far as yourself, though, you in regards to yourself and your indirect energy or subconscious energy, you got the 2 of Swords. Ace of Swords was the first card you had in your message. I told you, it's only one right way. It ain't right and wrong. It's only one right way. It's only the wrong way because you choose not to go in the right way. The only way there is to go, and that's up. What's up? God is up. Like I said, if you ain't ready to get to God, if you ain't ready to find path and purpose, if you ain't ready to take initiative or be proactive in your twin flame bit, if you ain't ready to live this divine life that we got, like I say, you always got options. It's called free motherfucking will. Like I say, this twin flame shit is optional. Divinity ain't optional. You know what I mean? Path and purpose ain't optional. That's shit you need to get on. But like I say, a lot of people just ain't ready to really live their true life. Or not ready to go through the fire. Or not ready to be by themselves. Or not ready to actually do the do. They got for options. Or so-called options. That's what I call them. You know. But at the end of the day, Just like this Three of Swords, excuse me, which is the final card in your indirect energy, you're gonna end up going past the point of no return. So Ace of Swords is the right way. It ain't right and wrong. There is no duality in life. There ain't no good and fucking evil. You know what I mean? There ain't no like, there ain't duality out here. All right. We just got options. Having options is a mental thing. That's the difference between, I don't know, human beings and like angels. We got options, you know? So eventually though, I mean, it shouldn't take the pain card for this shit to come out for you to kind of understand, like, at the end of the day, you're gonna go the right way. You know what I mean? You can tap out. I'm telling you, you can go north, south, east, west. You can go in a motherfucking circle. You can focus on everything else that you need to be doing. But eventually, you're going to get put to where you need to be. It's going to be Three of Swords, the pain card. A little painful. Mentally registering how much time, energy, and resources was wasted trying to do other options. Thinking you had so-called options. Thinking that you had to do everything else but what the fuck you needed to do. Like I say, whatever you need to do is something you'll find out. It's something can't nobody else tell you. Can't nobody tell you what your path and purpose is. You find that shit out yourself. Even though I'm a psychic and I can help people find their divines and shit like that, really can't nobody tell you who your twin flame is but you. It's something you're gonna have to register. It's part of your thing. It just help you, you know what I mean, identify who your twin might be. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't being proactive and trying to find your path or find your purpose or really find a way to get with your twin, then you won't. So options is cool, but like I said, don't let these so-called options take you away from the task at hand. Directly, you in regards to yourself, masculine, we got God out here. The God card, King of Swords. Most important of the swords process. You know what I mean? The highest ace. Highest level of swords that you can get to is getting to God. Fucking with God. God is he deals with your mind. You know. God indwells the minds of human beings. Even the minds that reject him. Even the minds that turn away from him, that have beef with him. Or he could be a she could be a he. You know how we rocking God. You know what I mean? You really can't put skin or flesh on God. We really can't look at God as like a fucking person that we can relate to or even really comprehend or understand. At the end of the day, God indwells your motherfucking mind. So when you making decisions, when you going in the direction, when you're trying to find strength, power, authority, dominion, you know what I mean? You're really just going up to where God at. That's why I say it's only really one right way. And that's going up. When you go up high enough, you'll find the man upstairs. You know? God come out, it's usually some good shit that's gonna happen, some bad shit that's gonna happen, or some ugly shit that's gonna happen. Even if it's bad, it's good. Because I told you, God don't make no mistakes and God works in mysterious ways. You know what I mean? God can rain fire and brimstone down on your decision, on your plan, on your direction. God ain't out here chastising folks. He ain't built like that. He gave you two of swords, free will, to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can't blame God for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have free reign or whatever you want to do. Just like you can't blame another person for some shit you doing or direction you going. You understand me? It's your actions, it's your thoughts, it's your emotions, it's your feelings, it's your manifestations that you doing in your motherfucking life. If you call yourself blaming somebody else for your shit not working, I'm telling you, that's the wrong way. Cannot blame nobody for what the fuck you is or ain't doing. That's karmic as shit. That's very karmic. You know, divines, they just grind through and through, whether it works out, whether it don't work out, whether it can be manifested or not. We learn by doing. We just modify our actions and behavior, wands, to try to get a better, you know, to break through. But sometimes you can keep trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing. Like, eventually, when you hit stalemates like that, the best thing you can do is let go and give it over to God. You are God too. You know, you are God too. So you really coming to yourself for whatever you need. You know, God is out there, but like I say, He indwells us. So everything we need to succeed, survive, and thrive, we get that through the Ace of Swords from the King of Swords. You dig? Future final roll, wrapping this up so we can get to the next message. Going to the future in your indirect or subconscious energy, we got the pain card, Three of Swords. We just covered it. Ace of Swords, which is the first card of your message. That's strength, that's power, that's authority, that's dominion, that's getting A for anything you need to attain or acquire from yourself to succeed, survive, and thrive in life. It's like the loading chamber in the Matrix. A for anything you need, you can find out. Like, I'm actually telling you, A for anything that you need, you can get yourself. Any answer, A for answer you want to find out in this vast world, you can figure that out yourself. Now, trusting with the information you're getting from yourself, being so on point that you can really use your intuition to win out here, that's something you're gonna have to work on. So if you're going through life depending on other people's information, depending on other people's input, depending on other people's things, time, energy, resources, just to map out or attain some shit for you, and you're going backwards to a swords, which is out here. This is so-called options. It's only one right way. You need to be going in that direction. I'm telling you, a lot of you motherfuckers ain't ready to do the right thing, to go the right way. It's easier to cut corners. It's easy to skip steps. It's easy to use somebody else's time, energy, and resources or pinnacles to move up in the chain of life instead of finding that power to do it your damn self. But we all get to the three of swords. We all get to a point where we see, damn, it's only one right way. I'm going the other way. You know, I can only depend on myself. I can only trust my intuition when it comes to how I'm moving out here. You put your trust in other people, they're gonna let you down every time. You building with people and expect them to kind of bring the same shit you bring it to the table, you're gonna fail every time. That's why it's best to get a like-minded individual to build with instead of trying to build somebody else from the ground up. Especially if you try to get yourself from the ground up. So all in all, masculine, learn how to let go and let God. It's the reason why God brought you in this whole twin flame situation to begin with. It's the reason why He put a twin flame in your life to recognize, to unite and reunite with. And off some twin flame shit, like I said, it's the reason why God put you through the fire. It's the reason why this Ten of Swords happened. Why something got taken away. It ain't God punishing you. God don't punish you. What don't kill you, make you stronger. Yeah, you lost some shit. Death is all around you, but you ain't dead. You lost a whole bunch of shit, but you still alive. Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. Take advantage of the day. Final card on your message, we got the Fool card. What's the Fool card? This is being in a whole new world like Aladdin. Usually being uncomfortable, because usually when you're uncomfortable, it's an energy that you need to be in. By being uncomfortable, you're being vulnerable. By being vulnerable, it's like literally being in a new city you just moved into. You got to learn your way around the city. You got to find your way to new friends if you need them. I mean, who really needs friends when you got yourself and the Lord? You know, hey, this is also, like I say, Four cards is being in a whole new world. It's being in a whole new place you ain't never been to. It's okay. Ain't nowhere to go but up. When you fall, hit rock bottom, ain't nowhere to go but up. When you starting from scratch, ain't nowhere to go but up. When you take a loss and you gotta rebuild and start the steps over again, hey, ain't nowhere to go but up. You know what I mean? You ain't foolish for not knowing. You get hip. You know what I mean? You really start to know. Like this Fool card is like most people in motherfucking math class. It's like you've been doing good in math. It's like what happened with me. I was doing good in math till I got to algebra trigonometry. Algebra mastered. Trigonometry mastered. Now it's time to take calculus, and like even to this day, calculus still gets me. I remember sitting in calculus class just like everything is foreign. Like I don't understand shit. I'm trying to understand, like, I need a motherfucking tutor. You dig what I'm saying? But it's like, when you sitting in class stuck because you don't know what the fuck's going on, that's just a sign that you got a lot of homework to do when you get home. So when you come to calculus class, to come to whatever class that you in, you know what I mean? You at least alert. You at least interactive. You at least got a handle on what's being shown or told or given out here. You know, Fool is just being unaware. You know, it's cool to be unaware, but you can't be unaware your whole life. You know what I'm saying? We adults. Can't say you don't know. Can't say you didn't get it. Can't say you don't comprehend or understand. That shit flew when you was a kid. That shit flew maybe in junior high, high school. Like in adulthood, you can't say you didn't know. Well, I didn't know I was supposed to find my path and purpose. I mean, it's people out here telling you to get on that all day, every day. Well, I don't know how to work through this twin flame situation. I mean, get in the know. I don't know how to do these things. Well, learn. You know what I'm saying? I say it all the time. Path and purpose. You can usually find that between your passions and whatever the fuck you're doing the most. Even if you ain't trying to find path and purpose, what is your passion? What the fuck is you doing the most? All right. Well, your path and purpose should be somewhere in there. Hell, you're doing the most. You might as well, you know what I mean? Intertwine it with your path and your purpose and shit. So that's the message that I got. Hope I can be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom, masculines. Stay tuned. We got the Divine Feminine situation coming up shortly. Deuces.